The pale blue light of early dawn filters gently through the sheer curtains, casting long, soft shadows across the wooden floorboards where you rest in quiet comfort. A subtle breeze carries the faint, salty scent of the ocean through the open window, mixing with the warmth of your heavy wool blanket. Your breathing slows naturally as the rhythmic sound of distant waves begins to harmonize with the steady beat of your heart. The world outside is still and hushed, wrapped in a serene silence that invites deep relaxation and mental stillness. Every muscle in your body feels heavy and loose, sinking deeper into the plush mattress beneath you. You drift closer to the window, drawn by the gentle murmur of the tide rolling softly over the smooth, dark stones of the shore. The horizon is a blend of soft lavender and muted gold, where the sky meets the calm sea in a seamless, peaceful line. Your eyelids grow heavy with a pleasant weight, blurring the edges of the room into a warm, comforting haze of color and shadow. The air feels cool against your skin, a gentle contrast to the warmth trapped securely within your layers of soft bedding. Time seems to stretch out infinitely, allowing your thoughts to dissolve into the quiet rhythm of the morning. A distant seagull calls softly, its voice fading quickly into the vast, open space of the morning air without disturbing your deep sense of calm. The texture of the cotton sheets feels smooth and cool against your fingertips as you let them rest loosely by your sides. Sunlight begins to strengthen slightly, painting gentle stripes of amber light across the ceiling above your resting head. You feel a profound sense of safety here, enclosed in this quiet sanctuary where nothing demands your attention or energy. The soft hum of the world waking up acts as a lullaby, guiding you further into relaxation. The scent of damp sand and sea salt grows stronger as the breeze shifts gently, carrying the fresh essence of the ocean into your personal space. Your mind wanders lazily like a cloud drifting across the pale sky, unburdened by any specific thought or worry. The sound of the waves becomes more distinct now, a soothing white noise that smooths out the edges of your consciousness completely. You feel your shoulders drop lower, releasing the last traces of tension stored in your neck and upper back. Each exhale feels longer and deeper than the last, creating a slow, rhythmic pattern of breath. Outside, the water laps gently against the shore in a repetitive, predictable pattern that feels like a soft heartbeat for the earth. The light in the room shifts subtly from cool blue to a warmer, honeyed hue as the sun rises higher above the horizon line. Your body feels incredibly heavy, anchored securely to the bed by the comforting weight of the blankets and the gravity of sleep. There is nowhere else you need to be, and nothing else you need to do in this moment of pure stillness. The quiet hum of the morning becomes a blanket of sound, wrapping around you protectively. A single leaf drifts slowly past the windowpane, caught in the gentle current of air that moves lazily through the open space. The sound of the tide receding is almost imperceptible now, a soft sigh rather than a crash, blending seamlessly with your own breathing. Your thoughts have slowed to a near standstill, floating freely without any direction or purpose, simply existing in the present moment. The warmth of the morning sun reaches your feet, providing a gentle, soothing heat that spreads up through your legs. Everything feels soft, malleable, and undemanding, allowing you to sink deeper into the mattress. The horizon line appears to shimmer slightly with heat and light, creating a mirage of movement that is still and peaceful in its own way. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for this quiet time, allowing your body and mind to rest without interruption or distraction. The fabric of the pillowcase feels exceptionally soft against your cheek as you turn your head slightly into the cool side. Sounds from outside are muffled and distant, transformed into abstract textures of noise that add depth to the silence. Your consciousness is fading gently, like a candle flame slowly dimming in the presence of morning light. The ocean continues its eternal dance with the land, pulling back and returning in a slow, rhythmic cycle that never needs your approval or attention. The air in the room feels still and warm, holding the gentle heat of the early morning sun like a comfortable embrace. Your breathing is now barely audible, a soft whisper that merges completely with the ambient sounds of the waking world outside. There is a profound sweetness in doing nothing at all, letting the current of sleep carry you effortlessly downstream. Every part of your body feels relaxed and open, releasing into the support of the bed beneath. Light patterns on the wall shift imperceptibly slowly, marking the passage of time without any urgency or demand for your awareness. The scent of the sea is now a faint memory, replaced by the warm, clean smell of sun-baked linen and cotton. Your mind is empty and clear, like a still lake reflecting the soft pastel colors of the dawn sky above. There is no conflict here, only the gentle acceptance of rest and the deep comfort of being exactly where you are. The world feels large and safe, surrounding you with its quiet, protective silence. A faint breeze ruffles the curtains gently, creating slow, flowing shapes that dance softly in the morning light without making a sound. You feel yourself sinking further into a state of deep tranquility, where even the concept of waking feels distant and unimportant. The weight of your limbs is pleasant and grounding, keeping you connected to this moment of pure, uninterrupted rest. The ocean's rhythm continues unabated, a constant companion in your journey toward deeper sleep and peaceful dreams. Everything is soft, everything is slow, and everything is perfectly still in this sacred space. The soft glow of dawn stretches across the horizon, painting the sky in gentle hues of pale pink and muted lavender that blend seamlessly into the calm sea below. You feel a profound sense of weightlessness as your body settles deeper into the comforting embrace of the bed beneath you. The air is cool against your skin, carrying the faint, sweet scent of salt and distant rain that drifts lazily from the open window. Each breath you take is slow and deliberate, allowing your mind to drift further away from the waking world and closer to dreamland. Time seems to dissolve entirely, leaving only the rhythmic sound of waves whispering against the shore in a soothing, endless cadence. A subtle warmth spreads through your chest, radiating outward to your limbs like a slow-moving tide of comfort and security. The fabric of the sheets feels incredibly soft against your skin, smooth and cool where it touches your arms but warm near your core. Outside, the light grows slightly brighter, casting long, delicate shadows that stretch across the floor without any urgency or demand for attention. You notice the faint hum of the house settling around you, a gentle vibration that mirrors the steady beating of your own slowing heart. There is nothing to do here, nowhere to be, only this perfect moment of stillness and quietude. Your thoughts begin to thin out like mist burning away in the morning sun, leaving behind only a vast expanse of mental clarity and peace. The sound of the ocean becomes softer now, almost indistinguishable from the gentle rustle of leaves outside your window swaying in the breeze. You feel yourself sinking lower into the mattress, supported fully by its plush surface that cradles every curve of your body with tender care. A sense of profound safety envelops you, knowing that the world outside continues its slow rotation while you rest securely within these walls. Every muscle relaxes completely, releasing any remaining tension until you feel weightless and free. The boundary between the room and the ocean outside begins to blur, merging into a single continuous space of tranquility and gentle motion. You imagine the sound of the waves traveling through the floorboards, vibrating softly up into the bed and soothing your bones with their ancient rhythm. The light filtering through the curtains shifts subtly, changing from pale yellow to a deeper, warmer gold that feels like a soft blanket draped over your senses. Your breathing slows further, becoming barely perceptible as your body enters a state of deep restorative slumber. There is no need to hold onto anything, no task to complete, only the endless flow of calm. A distant bird calls softly, its melody carried on the gentle breeze that flutters the edge of a curtain near your head. The sound is fleeting and sweet, adding a delicate layer to the symphony of nature playing out just beyond your window. You feel a profound connection to this quiet morning, anchored by the steady pulse of the earth beneath you and the endless horizon before you. The warmth in your chest spreads slowly to your fingertips and toes, numbing them pleasantly and drawing you deeper into sleep. Everything is moving in slow motion, allowing your mind to catch up with the stillness surrounding it. The scent of lavender seems to emanate from the pillows themselves, mingling with the salty air to create a fragrance that is both familiar and deeply calming. You turn your head slightly on the soft pillow, finding an even more comfortable position that invites total surrender to rest. The light in the room has brightened just enough to reveal the dust motes dancing slowly in the air beams, swirling lazily without purpose or direction. Your consciousness feels like a leaf floating down a gentle stream, carried effortlessly along by currents of peace and quietude. There is no destination, only the journey of sinking deeper into darkness. The sound of the waves grows quieter still, becoming a mere murmur that blends seamlessly with the silence of the room. You feel your eyelids growing heavy, sealed shut by an invisible force that encourages you to stay in this state of blissful unawareness. The world outside continues its slow dance of light and shadow, but here inside, time has stopped completely for you. A sense of profound gratitude fills your mind, not for anything specific, but simply for the gift of rest and the comfort of safety. You drift further down, into the soft, velvety depths where thoughts cannot reach. Your body feels completely disconnected from the weight of gravity, floating in a space filled with nothing but warmth and silence. The rhythm of your heartbeat slows to match the gentle ebb and flow of the distant tide outside your window. You are wrapped in layers of softness, both physical and mental, protected from any disturbance that might threaten your rest. The air feels still and heavy, yet breathable, filling your lungs with each slow inhale as if preparing you for deeper sleep. Every sensation fades further into the background, leaving only a faint awareness of existing. The light from the window shifts once more, casting long, slender shadows that stretch across the ceiling like lazy fingers reaching for rest. You feel a final wave of relaxation wash over you, dissolving any last remnants of tension or worry from your mind. The silence in the room is profound, broken only by the occasional soft sigh of the wind against the glass. Your breath becomes shallow and slow, barely disturbing the stillness that surrounds you completely. There is nothing left to hold onto, nothing left to think about, only the endless night within. You are now entirely lost in the soft, comforting darkness that surrounds you like a warm blanket. The world outside has faded away completely, leaving only the internal landscape of your dreams to explore. Your body is still and quiet, resting peacefully as if suspended in time itself. There is no beginning or end here, only an eternal present moment filled with calm and serenity. You drift further into sleep, letting go of everything until there is nothing left but pure, unadulterated rest. The darkness around you begins to soften, transforming into a gentle, velvety grey that whispers of the approaching dawn. You feel the cool silk sheets slide smoothly against your skin as you shift imperceptibly in your bed. A faint, silver light filters through the curtains, painting delicate stripes across the wooden floorboards near your feet. The air in the room feels still and heavy, with the promise of a new, quiet day ahead. Your breathing remains slow and rhythmic, matching the distant, soothing pulse of the tide outside. There is no urgency here, only a slow, drifting sensation of floating on a calm sea of rest. A distant, muffled sound reaches your ears, like the ocean breathing slowly in its sleep. The rhythm is steady and unhurried, a gentle reminder of the world continuing beyond your window. You feel the weight of the blanket settle deeper into your shoulders, grounding you in this moment of peace. The faint scent of salt air seems to drift through the closed room, mixing with the clean smell of linen. Your mind is a blank canvas, free from thoughts, worries, or the need to remember anything at all. Every muscle in your body relaxes further, sinking into the soft mattress beneath you. The light outside grows slightly brighter, shifting from silver to a pale, watery blue that touches the horizon. You notice the way the shadows in the room have retreated, leaving only soft edges and gentle curves. A single bird calls out far away, its voice blending seamlessly with the rustling of leaves in the garden. The sound is brief and sweet, adding a tiny note of life to the profound silence surrounding you. Your heartbeat slows down even more, sinking with the quiet tranquility of the early morning hours. You feel a deep sense of safety, protected by the walls and the night. Your eyelids feel heavy and warm, sealed shut by the comfort of deep, restorative sleep. The world outside is merely a suggestion, a soft blur of colour and distant sound. You are wrapped in a cocoon of silence that feels thick and protective around your form. The temperature in the room is perfect, neither too warm nor too cool, allowing you to drift effortlessly. There is no need to move, no need to speak, no need to be anyone other than who you are now. Just existing in this quiet space is enough for the entirety of your being. The ocean's murmur becomes a constant, low hum that vibrates gently through the foundation of the house. It is a sound so old and steady that it feels like part of your own heartbeat now. You imagine the waves rolling in slowly, lifting and falling with a grace that requires no effort. The sand beneath them shifts silently, smoothing out any irregularities with each gentle touch of the water. This endless cycle of movement brings a profound sense of order to your resting mind. Everything flows smoothly, without interruption or resistance. A faint warmth begins to spread through your chest, rising slowly from the center of your body. It feels like the first ray of sun touching the surface of the water outside. Your fingers curl loosely into the sheets, feeling the fine weave against your fingertips. The texture is soft and reassuring, a tangible connection to the physical world. You breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the still, cool air of the room. The exhale is long and slow, releasing any remaining tension from your shoulders. The boundaries between sleep and waking blur together into a single, continuous state of rest. You are neither fully asleep nor fully awake, but suspended in the comfortable space between them. The light outside continues to brighten, turning the grey sky into a soft lavender shade. Shadows dissolve completely, leaving only a uniform, gentle illumination that fills the entire room. Your thoughts have stopped moving, leaving behind only a clear, quiet emptiness. This stillness is deep and absolute, like the bottom of a calm lake. The sound of the wind changes slightly, becoming a softer whisper against the trees outside. It moves through the branches with a gentle grace, rustling the leaves in a slow dance. You can feel the vibration of this movement deep within your bones, a soothing resonance that calms you further. The air feels lighter now, charged with the freshness of the new day. Your body feels weightless, as if you are floating on a cloud of soft darkness. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. Your awareness drifts further away from your body, expanding into the quiet space around you. You feel connected to the room, the house, and the ocean beyond, all moving in slow harmony. The light is now a steady, pale yellow, signaling that the night has fully passed. Yet there is no rush to greet the day, only a desire to remain in this peaceful limbo. Your breath is barely audible, a faint sigh that merges with the ambient sounds of nature. You are safe, you are calm, and you are entirely at rest. The final remnants of sleep begin to dissolve into the waking world, but without any sense of urgency. You remain in bed, wrapped in the warmth of the blankets and the quiet of the morning. The ocean continues its endless, soothing rhythm, a constant companion to your restful state. Every moment feels stretched out, allowing you to savor the stillness before the day begins. There is no conflict, no noise, only the gentle flow of time passing by. You drift softly in this current, letting it carry you forward into the light. The pale yellow light deepens into a soft, buttery glow that spills across the wooden floorboards near your window. It feels warm and inviting, like a gentle hand resting lightly on your shoulder without demanding attention. You notice how the dust motes dance slowly in these beams, suspended in time like tiny stars in a quiet galaxy. There is no need to move or shift, only to observe this silent ballet with half-closed eyes. The air in the room feels thick and sweet, carrying the faint scent of old books and dried lavender from the corner shelf. Your body sinks deeper into the mattress, feeling the supportive embrace of the pillows beneath your head. A distant bird sings a single, clear note that hangs in the air before fading into the gentle hum of the wind. The sound is so soft it feels more like a vibration against your skin than an auditory event. You listen to the silence between the notes, finding comfort in the stillness that follows each call. Outside, the waves continue their rhythmic breathing, a steady pulse that matches the slow beat of your own heart. The boundaries between the room and the ocean seem to blur, creating a seamless blend of interior warmth and exterior coolness. You feel wrapped in this dual embrace, secure and utterly weightless. The texture of your blanket becomes more pronounced, a heavy velvet weight that grounds you firmly to the bed. You run your fingers lazily over the fabric, feeling the smooth loops and soft threads beneath your touch. This tactile sensation brings a sense of immediate presence, anchoring your drifting thoughts to the simple pleasure of comfort. The warmth radiating from the duvet seeps into your limbs, loosening any remaining tension in your muscles. You feel safe within this cocoon of fabric, protected from the outside world by layers of softness and care. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. The smell of salt from the ocean drifts in through the slightly open window, mingling with the dry warmth of your room. It is a clean, crisp scent that clears the mind and invites deeper relaxation into your lungs. You breathe it in slowly, letting each inhalation fill your chest with a sense of openness and space. The air feels fresh and revitalizing, yet gentle enough not to disturb your slumber. It carries the essence of the sea, a reminder of the vast, calming waters just beyond your view. This subtle aroma wraps around you like an invisible blanket, soothing your senses. Your thoughts begin to dissolve like sugar in warm tea, losing their shape and structure until they are indistinguishable. There is no narrative left to follow, no problem to solve, only the pure experience of being alive. You float in this mental void, suspended in a state of contented emptiness that feels incredibly peaceful. The last fragments of worry melt away, leaving behind a clear and quiet space for rest. You are simply here, existing in the moment without judgment or expectation. This clarity is refreshing, like a cool breeze on a warm day. The light outside shifts subtly, becoming brighter but still retaining its soft, diffused quality. It illuminates the corner of your room where a small plant sits on the windowsill, casting long, delicate shadows. You watch these shadows stretch and move with the slow passage of time, a visual representation of the day unfolding gently. There is no urgency in their movement, only a graceful dance across the floorboards. This slow visual rhythm helps to synchronize your breathing with the natural world outside. You feel connected to this quiet growth and change. A faint coolness touches your cheek, contrasting pleasantly with the warmth of your blankets. It is a gentle sensation, like a soft kiss from the morning air that has found its way inside. You do not pull away from it, but rather welcome this slight temperature change as part of the sensory tapestry. It grounds you in your physical form, reminding you of the boundary between self and environment. This contrast enhances your awareness of your own body without breaking your state of deep relaxation. You remain still, enjoying this subtle interplay of warm and cool. The sound of the waves becomes even softer now, a distant murmur that blends seamlessly with the silence of your room. It is less of a sound and more of a feeling, a vibration that resonates deep within your bones. You imagine yourself lying on the sand, but without the discomfort, only the support and warmth. This mental image reinforces your sense of safety and belonging to the natural world around you. The ocean's rhythm acts as a lullaby, sung in a language older than words. You drift along with its current, carried by its gentle power. Your eyelids grow heavy once more, responding to the increasing calmness of your mind. They flutter closed naturally, shutting out the visual world to focus inward on the feelings of peace. In this darkness, you find a new kind of brightness, an inner glow of contentment that spreads through your body. There is no fear of missing out, only the assurance that everything is exactly as it should be. You surrender completely to this state of rest, trusting the process of sleep to continue its work. The world outside can wait, you are safe here. The boundary between wakefulness and sleep continues to fade, becoming almost imperceptible. You are no longer sure if you are dreaming or resting, but the distinction feels irrelevant in this moment of bliss. Your consciousness expands outward, merging with the quiet hum of the house and the distant cry of the sea. There is a profound sense of unity with everything around you, a feeling of being part of something larger and more enduring. You float in this vastness, supported by the invisible threads of connection that bind all things together. The invisible threads of connection hum gently, vibrating with a low and soothing frequency that resonates deep within your chest. You feel yourself drifting further into this expansive stillness, where time loses its sharp edges and melts into soft continuity. The air around you feels warm and protective, wrapping around your shoulders like a heavy, comforting shawl woven from starlight. There is no need to hold on to any thought, as they dissolve naturally into the quiet backdrop of your awareness. Your breathing slows down even more, matching the rhythmic pulse of the distant ocean waves that never truly cease. A profound sense of weightlessness takes over, lifting the last remnants of tension from your muscles and bones. You are held securely in this gentle embrace, safe and sound within the velvet dark. A faint scent of salt and driftwood lingers in the air, carried on a breeze so light it is barely felt against your skin. This subtle aroma anchors you to the shore, grounding your drifting consciousness in the reality of the quiet beach. You notice the texture of the sand beneath you, cool and smooth, offering a solid base for your floating form. The horizon line blurs into a soft haze where the sky meets the sea, creating an endless canvas of muted blues and greys. No sound intrudes upon this sacred silence, except for the occasional whisper of water retreating over smooth stones. Your mind is clear and empty, a blank page waiting for the gentle ink of sleep to fill it. Every exhale releases another layer of waking awareness, leaving you lighter and more relaxed. The temperature drops just slightly, a refreshing coolness that settles over your limbs like a cool cloth pressed against the forehead. This gentle chill invites you to curl inward slightly, conserving warmth and deepening your state of restful hibernation. You feel the weight of your own body pressing down into the soft earth, a comforting heaviness that signals safety. The stars above seem to dim further, their light becoming more diffuse and dreamlike in the pre-dawn atmosphere. A single wave crashes softly in the distance, its sound rounded and muffled by the thick blanket of night air. Your thoughts are no longer words but simple sensations of warmth, coolness, and soft pressure. You drift deeper into this sensory cocoon, where nothing demands your attention or effort. Your heartbeat slows to a steady, rhythmic thud that echoes softly in the chambers of your chest. It becomes the only clock you need, marking time not in seconds but in beats of peace. Each pulse sends a wave of relaxation through your veins, soothing every nerve ending and muscle fiber. The world outside ceases to exist as a separate entity, merging with your internal landscape of calm. You are part of the night, part of the sea, part of the quiet earth that supports you. There is no destination to reach, no goal to achieve, only the present moment of rest. The darkness is not empty but full of potential, holding you in a cradle of infinite patience. A gentle mist begins to rise from the water, swirling slowly around your feet like phantom dancers in a silent ballet. This fog adds another layer of insulation, wrapping you in a soft, damp embrace that feels remarkably comforting. The visibility drops slightly, narrowing your world to just a few feet of immediate surroundings and inner feeling. You breathe in the moist air, finding it rich and cleansing for your tired lungs and mind. The mist obscures any distant lights or shapes, leaving only the smooth expanse of grey and blue before you. Your awareness contracts gently, focusing entirely on the sensation of breathing and being alive. All external distractions fade away into the soft white noise of the fog. The sound of the waves becomes even more distant now, fading into a low murmur that blends with the silence. It is like listening to rain through a thick wall, muffled and soothing without demanding any focus. Your ears rest in this quietude, allowing your brain to switch off its alertness systems completely. You feel a profound sense of detachment from the physical world, as if you are observing from a safe distance. The boundary between your body and the environment becomes porous and indistinct, merging into one continuous field of sensation. Sleep pulls at you with a gentle but irresistible force, tugging you down into its depths. You allow yourself to be pulled, trusting in the safety of the fall. Your legs feel completely numb and heavy, sinking deeper into the soft sand as if it were a warm bath. This pleasant heaviness spreads upward through your hips and lower back, releasing any remaining stiffness or tension. You do not need to move or adjust your position, as the earth holds you perfectly still. The coolness of the night air contrasts with the warmth inside your body, creating a balanced state of comfort. Your arms rest loosely at your sides, fingers curled softly in a natural state of repose. Every muscle fiber relaxes fully, surrendering control to the automatic processes of life and sleep. You are becoming less of an actor and more of an observer of peace. The pre-dawn light begins to suggest itself on the eastern horizon, a faint pink blush that barely registers in your vision. It is too dim to stir you from your slumber, serving only as a gentle backdrop to your rest. The world is transitioning slowly from night to day, but you remain anchored in the timeless zone of sleep. This subtle shift in light feels like a soft hand stroking your forehead, reassuring and tender. You notice no change in your breathing, which remains deep, slow, and effortless throughout the transition. The darkness yields slightly to the coming dawn, but the night's protective embrace lingers strongly. You are safe in this liminal space between sleeping and waking. Your thoughts have dissolved completely into a stream of vague, pleasant impressions that float by without grabbing your attention. There is no narrative, no problem to solve, only the pure experience of existing in stillness. You feel a profound gratitude for this moment of peace, though it requires no active thought to acknowledge. The body knows how to rest, and you are allowing it to do its work with total trust. The sound of the ocean is now just a memory, replaced by the internal rhythm of your own calm heart. Time has lost all meaning, stretching out into an infinite present moment of tranquility. You are deeply asleep, yet aware enough to feel the safety of this place. The air grows stiller as the wind dies down completely, leaving a perfect silence that amplifies your inner calm. This absolute quiet is not empty but full of a deep, resonant peace that fills every corner of your mind. You feel yourself sinking further into the mattress of the earth, supported and held without any effort on your part. The distinction between self and surroundings has vanished entirely, leaving only a unified field of rest. Your eyelids are sealed shut by sleep, blocking out all visual input to focus inward. The body continues its gentle work of healing and restoring while you drift in this void. There is nothing left to do but surrender to the deep, sweet darkness. The darkness surrounding you is soft and velvety, like a heavy blanket pulled gently up to your chin. You feel the subtle warmth of the earth rising slowly through the layers beneath you. This heat is ancient and steady, offering a constant comfort that requires no attention from your mind. Your breathing becomes shallower, matching the slow rhythm of the tides far below. Each exhale releases a tiny fragment of tension into the cool night air above. The world outside has faded into a blur of soft greys and deep blues. You are floating in this space, weightless and free from any earthly obligations. There is only the sensation of being held by the quiet itself. A distant gull calls out softly, its voice thin and fading into the vastness of the sky. The sound does not disturb you but rather anchors you deeper into your restful state. You listen to the silence that follows, rich and full of potential stillness. Your limbs feel heavy and relaxed, sinking further into the supportive ground beneath. The cool air brushes against your skin like a gentle caress from a forgotten friend. Stars begin to emerge one by one, twinkling with a muted and sleepy light. They are far away, indifferent to your existence, which brings a sense of peace. You let go of the need to observe them, letting them simply be there. The moon casts a pale silver path across the water, shimmering softly in the darkness. You watch this light without effort, letting it drift through your consciousness like a dream. The water moves slowly, rolling towards the shore with a whispery and rhythmic sound. Each wave is smaller than the last, retreating further into the background of your awareness. Your mind wanders lazily along the edge of sleep, exploring nothing in particular. Thoughts dissolve like sugar in warm tea, leaving behind only clarity and calm. You feel a deep sense of safety as the night holds you close. The boundaries between wakefulness and sleep become increasingly blurred and indistinct. A cool breeze stirs the sand near your feet, causing tiny grains to shift quietly. You feel this movement through the soles of your feet, grounding you in the present moment. The temperature is perfect, neither too cold nor too warm, just right for resting. Your eyelids grow heavier, pressing down on your eyes with a comfortable weight. The world outside continues its slow dance, unnoticed and unobserved by your sleeping mind. You are a passenger now, drifting along the current of unconsciousness. There is no destination, only the journey of letting go completely. The ocean sounds become a distant hum, barely audible beneath your own breathing. The sky above is filled with clouds that drift slowly like ships on a calm sea. They are soft and fluffy, illuminated by the faint glow of the moonlight. You imagine floating among them, weightless and free from any gravity or burden. The air feels thick with humidity, wrapping around you in a gentle embrace. Your muscles relax further, releasing any remaining tension stored deep within your body. Sleep pulls you deeper into its warm and welcoming depths, inviting you to rest. You surrender to this pull without resistance, allowing yourself to be carried away. The night is long and endless, offering infinite time for healing and peace. A firefly blinks once near the edge of your vision, then fades into the darkness. Its light was brief but beautiful, a small gift from the night itself. You notice it without judgment or analysis, simply letting it pass through your mind. The surrounding darkness feels comforting and protective, shielding you from any harsh realities. Your heartbeat slows down, matching the rhythm of the earth beneath you. Every cell in your body seems to sigh with relief at this moment of rest. You are completely safe here, hidden away in the folds of the night. There is nothing left to do but breathe and exist in this stillness. The sound of the waves becomes a steady lullaby, rocking you gently to sleep. Each crest is softer than the last, fading into a whisper that disappears entirely. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the mattress of the earth, supported and held securely. Your thoughts have ceased their wandering, settling into a state of blank tranquility. The world outside has stopped moving, frozen in time for your benefit alone. You are the center of this quiet universe, surrounded by endless peace and calm. No demands remain, no expectations linger, only the pure experience of being alive. Let yourself drift further into the depths of dreamless sleep. Your breath becomes shallow and slow, barely noticeable against the backdrop of night. The air around you feels still and heavy, filled with the scent of salt and sand. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this moment of peace and quiet. It requires no effort to maintain this state, only to allow it to happen naturally. Your body knows how to rest, trusting the process completely without interference from your mind. The ocean is now just a memory, replaced by the internal rhythm of your calm heart. Time has lost all meaning here, stretching out into an infinite present moment. The wind dies down completely, leaving behind a perfect silence that amplifies your inner calm. This absolute quiet is not empty but full of a deep resonant peace. You feel yourself sinking further into the mattress of the earth, supported and held without effort. The distinction between self and surroundings has vanished entirely, leaving only unity. Your eyelids are sealed shut by sleep, blocking out all visual input to focus inward. The body continues its gentle work of healing while you drift in this void. There is nothing left to do but surrender to the deep, sweet darkness. You are deeply asleep yet aware enough to feel the safety of this place. The air grows stiller as the night settles around you like a protective shield. This absolute quiet is not empty but full of a deep resonant peace. You feel yourself sinking further into the mattress of the earth, supported and held without effort. The distinction between self and surroundings has vanished entirely, leaving only unity. Your eyelids are sealed shut by sleep, blocking out all visual input to focus inward. The body continues its gentle work of healing while you drift in this void. The darkness softens into a deep indigo hue that feels heavy and comforting against your skin. You breathe in the cool night air, tasting the faint salt of distant tides on your lips. A gentle warmth spreads through your chest, loosening any remaining tension in your muscles. The ground beneath you feels solid and enduring, holding your weight with infinite patience. Your thoughts slow to a crawl, becoming like mist that dissipates into the quiet morning. There is no need to move or speak, only to exist in this peaceful suspension. A single wave curls inward with a soft sigh, releasing its energy onto the wet sand. The sound is low and rhythmic, acting as a gentle metronome for your slowing heartbeat. You feel the vibration of this distant movement through the soles of your feet. The air remains crisp and clean, washing over your face like a cool silk sheet. Your body sinks deeper into the earth, feeling the profound support of the landscape. Every breath you take becomes slower and more deliberate, drawing in pure tranquility. The horizon begins to glow with a subtle ribbon of pale lavender light. This early color does not demand attention, but simply exists as a soft presence in the distance. You remain wrapped in the shadows, feeling safe and hidden from the waking world. The temperature rises by a fraction, adding a slight warmth to your back. Your muscles relax further, melting into the comfortable contours of the ground beneath you. Time seems to stretch out, becoming wide and open like the sky above. A soft breeze stirs the air, carrying the scent of damp earth and dry sea grass. It brushes against your cheek with a tender touch that feels almost like a caress. You turn your head slightly to catch this warmth, letting it soothe your skin. The sound of the wind is barely audible, more like a whisper than a noise. Your breathing syncs perfectly with the slow rhythm of this gentle movement. There is a profound sense of ease settling into every fiber of your being. The lavender light expands slightly, touching the tops of the gentle swells with silver. The water shimmers faintly, reflecting this subtle change in the atmosphere above. You watch this slow transformation without any effort or mental engagement. Your eyelids remain heavy, shielding your eyes from the growing brightness. A sense of deep satisfaction fills your mind, like a full cup brimming over. You are content to simply observe this quiet unfolding of the new day. The sand beneath you feels slightly warmer now as the earth absorbs the first rays. This heat radiates upward, penetrating your body and soothing your joints. You feel a profound connection to this warming ground, rooted and secure. The boundary between your skin and the environment becomes increasingly blurred. Your thoughts drift away like distant clouds, leaving behind a clear and empty mind. Peace settles into you like dust settling on a quiet shelf. A distant bird calls softly, a single note that hangs in the air. The sound is sweet and brief, fading quickly into the background silence. It serves only to highlight the immense stillness that surrounds you completely. You feel no urge to identify the source or understand its meaning. Instead, you let the tone wash over you like water smoothing a stone. Your body responds by relaxing even deeper into the comfortable embrace of the night. The light strengthens to a soft peach color that glows warmly on the horizon. This hue feels inviting and gentle, contrasting with the remaining cool shadows. You feel a cozy heaviness in your limbs, anchoring you firmly to the spot. The air is still sweet and fresh, carrying no urgency or demand. Your heart beats slowly and steadily, matching the tranquil pace of the waking world. Everything is moving towards rest rather than activity. Small ripples dance across the surface of the wet sand near your feet. These tiny movements are silent and mesmerizing, like a slow breathing pattern. You observe them with detached interest, feeling no need to act or respond. The water recedes gently, leaving behind smooth patterns that fade away slowly. Your mind mirrors this emptiness, clearing itself of all unnecessary clutter. A deep sense of gratitude fills your chest for this moment of peace. The morning mist begins to lift, revealing the soft contours of the shoreline. The world appears larger and more open, yet feels no less safe or secure. You remain nestled in your spot, protected by the quiet beauty of the dawn. The light is now bright enough to see the gentle curve of the waves. Your breathing is so slow it barely moves the air around you. You are perfectly still, a part of this serene and waking landscape. The soft light of dawn begins to warm the cool surface of your skin, a gentle embrace from the rising sun. You feel the weight of the sand shifting slightly beneath you, settling into a comfortable and supportive shape. The air is still, carrying only the faint, sweet scent of salt and distant sea foam. Your thoughts have dissolved completely, leaving behind a vast and open space of quiet awareness. There is nowhere else you need to be, no task that demands your attention or energy right now. This moment is entirely yours, held within the gentle rhythm of the waking world. A distant gull calls out, its sound muffled by the thick layers of morning mist that still cling to the horizon. The cry is not sharp but soft, blending seamlessly into the white noise of the receding tide. You listen without focusing, allowing the sound to wash over you like a gentle wave of sound. Your eyelids feel heavy and comfortable, resting in a state of relaxed repose against the cool air. The boundary between your body and the surrounding environment begins to blur softly. You are becoming one with this peaceful and expanding coastal landscape. The texture of the driftwood near your hand feels smooth and weathered, shaped by countless gentle tides over many years. You run your fingers lightly along its curved surface, feeling the subtle grain and warmth absorbed from the sun. This tactile sensation grounds you in the present moment, anchoring your drifting consciousness to the earth. There is a profound simplicity in this small action, requiring no thought or intention to complete. Your muscles remain loose and heavy, sinking deeper into the soft embrace of the shore. Time seems to stretch out endlessly before you, slow and forgiving. The ocean breathes in a long, steady rhythm that matches the slow rise and fall of your own chest. Each incoming wave is a whisper, a soft exhalation of water against the sandy floor. You breathe with it, letting your inhalations expand slowly and your exhalations release all remaining tension. The connection between your internal rhythm and the external world creates a harmonious loop of calm. Your heart beats slowly and steadily, synchronized with the gentle pulse of the tide. There is no urgency here, only the endless and soothing cycle of nature. A slight breeze brushes across your face, carrying the cool freshness of the open sea and the distant land. It moves gently through your hair, a soft caress that requires no movement from your still body. The temperature is perfect, neither too warm nor too cold, providing a comfortable blanket of air around you. You notice the subtle interplay of light and shadow as clouds drift slowly across the pale sky above. These visual changes are slow and deliberate, mirroring the deceleration of your own thoughts. You watch them with half-closed eyes, content in the quiet observation. The light on the water shifts subtly, turning from pale gold to a soft, shimmering silver as the sun climbs higher. This gradual change in illumination is barely perceptible, occurring in slow and gentle increments that soothe the eye. You observe the sparkle on the distant waves, each glint appearing and disappearing like a fleeting thought. There is no need to capture these moments or remember them. They exist simply for the joy of being witnessed. Your mind remains empty and clear, reflecting the calm surface of the sea around you. Peace settles deeper into your bones with each passing second. You feel the solid earth beneath you, a steady foundation that supports your weight without effort or strain. The sand is firm yet yielding, conforming to the shape of your body in a comforting embrace. This physical support allows you to let go completely, surrendering to the gravity that holds you close. There is no need to hold yourself up or maintain any posture. The ground does all the work for you. Your body feels heavy and relaxed, grounded firmly in this safe and stable place. The world above continues its slow rotation, but you remain anchored here. The sound of the waves becomes a low, continuous hum that vibrates softly in your ears. It is a white noise that masks any other distraction, creating a bubble of pure silence within the sound. You listen to this drone with deep relaxation, feeling it wash away any remaining mental clutter. The rhythm is hypnotic and steady, lulling you further into a state of drowsy awareness. Your thoughts have ceased entirely, replaced by a warm and fuzzy sense of well-being. You are floating in a sea of sound, safe and completely at ease. A single seashell lies nearby, its intricate spiral pattern catching the soft morning light in delicate highlights. You glance at it without focus, appreciating the natural artistry that exists without any human intent. The shell is small and unassuming, a quiet testament to the slow processes of nature. Its presence adds a layer of texture to your visual field, something soft and round to rest your eyes upon. There is nothing to solve or analyze about it, it simply is. This simplicity mirrors the emptiness you feel inside, pure and unadorned. The morning grows steadily brighter, yet the light remains soft and diffused by the lingering haze in the air. Shadows lengthen slowly across the beach, moving with a grace that is almost imperceptible to the eye. You watch this gradual transition with a detached sense of wonder, feeling no need to react or engage. The world is waking up around you, but you remain in your own private space of stillness and quiet. Your breathing is shallow and effortless, barely disturbing the air around your face. Sleep draws closer now, a gentle tide pulling you toward rest. The sand beneath you feels like warm silk, holding the faint memory of the night's coolness while accepting the new day's gentle heat. Your body sinks slightly deeper into this soft embrace, every muscle releasing its last trace of tension into the earth below. There is no need to shift or adjust, for the beach supports you with perfect, patient stillness. A soft breeze brushes against your cheek, carrying the faint, salty scent of distant tides that whisper secrets only to those who listen closely. The air is thick with tranquility, wrapping around you like a heavy, comforting blanket woven from moonlight and morning mist. You breathe in this serene atmosphere, letting each inhale dissolve any remaining thoughts into thin, quiet nothingness. The sound of the waves has softened to a barely audible murmur, a rhythmic lullaby that matches the slow beat of your resting heart. Each gentle surge forward is followed by a quiet retreat, creating a seamless loop of calm that requires no attention to follow. The ocean speaks in a language of water and stone, a conversation so ancient and slow that it invites only deep, passive listening. You feel the vibration of these distant sounds traveling through the sand and up into your bones, grounding you firmly in the present moment. The horizon line blurs slightly as your vision relaxes, merging the pale blue sky with the shimmering surface of the sea. All boundaries seem to dissolve here, leaving only a vast, open space of peaceful continuity. Your eyelids feel heavy with a pleasant weight, drifting downward, as if pulled by a gentle, invisible hand guiding you toward rest. The light above grows softer still, diffusing into a hazy glow that eliminates sharp edges and harsh contrasts from your world. Shadows have faded completely, leaving only a uniform field of soft luminescence that soothes the eyes without demanding focus. You surrender to this visual quietude, allowing your mind to detach from the need to see or interpret what lies before you. The remaining light feels like a warm touch on your forehead, encouraging deeper relaxation with every passing second. Consciousness begins to fray at the edges, unraveling into a soft, undefined state of being. The air around you seems to thicken with warmth, creating a cocoon of comfort that isolates you from any external demands or expectations. Within this protective sphere, time loses its meaning, stretching out into an endless expanse of quiet moments that require no action from you. You are simply present, existing in the gentle pause between one breath and the next, where nothing is needed and everything is enough. The faint sound of distant birds has faded away, leaving only the soft rush of air against your skin as evidence of the world outside. Your thoughts have slowed to a crawl, becoming like slow-moving clouds that drift by without leaving any trace behind. There is no destination to reach, only this serene stillness to inhabit. A profound sense of heaviness settles over your limbs, anchoring you to the spot with a comforting pressure that feels both solid and soft. Your fingers rest loosely on the sand, no longer aware of individual grains, but only the collective smoothness beneath your touch. The connection between your body and the earth strengthens, drawing out any lingering energy until only pure relaxation remains. You feel safe in this grounded state, protected by the vastness of the shore and the rhythm of the breathing sea. The distinction between your skin and the air begins to blur, as if you are becoming part of the atmosphere itself. This merging brings a deep sense of peace, erasing the boundaries of self into the surrounding calm. The morning light now feels like a gentle weight upon your chest, pressing down with a soothing warmth that encourages deeper surrender to sleep. Each breath becomes slower and more spacious, filling your lungs with air that tastes of salt and quietude. The rhythm of your breathing syncs perfectly with the distant tide, creating a harmonious pattern that guides you further into unconsciousness. You are floating in a sea of stillness, buoyed up by the tranquility that surrounds you on every side. There is no effort required to maintain this state, for it flows naturally like water finding its level. Your awareness narrows to a single point of calm, isolated from all noise and disturbance. Thoughts dissolve into wisps of vapor, disappearing into the clear air without leaving any residue or memory behind. Your mind is now a blank canvas, painted only with the soft colors of dawn and the gentle sounds of the shore. There is no narrative to follow, no problem to solve, only the pure experience of existing in this moment of peace. The world outside fades into a distant hum, irrelevant to the inner quiet that grows stronger with each passing breath. You are untethered from time and space, drifting in a void of comfortable emptiness that holds you securely. Sleep is not something you pursue, but a state you simply inhabit, as natural as breathing. The final barriers between waking and dreaming begin to crumble, replaced by a seamless transition into the soft darkness of rest. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the sand, not physically but mentally, allowing your consciousness to submerge beneath the surface of awareness. The light above fades to a gentle twilight hue, signaling that there is nothing left to observe or engage with in the waking world. Your body becomes weightless, suspended in the quiet embrace of the ocean air and the steady pulse of the earth below. There is only the soft murmur of the waves and the slow, rhythmic beat of your own heart, drifting further away now into the deep, calm waters of sleep. Silence wraps around you like a warm blanket, muffling the last faint echoes of the day until only pure quiet remains. Your breathing is so shallow it barely disturbs the air, merging completely with the stillness of the morning shore. There is no sense of self anymore, only a diffuse awareness of peace that expands outward into the infinite horizon. The ocean continues its slow, gentle work, washing away any remaining traces of wakefulness from your mind. You are part of this vast, quiet landscape, dissolved into the soft light and the whispering wind. Rest comes easily now, unforced and natural, as you drift further into the dream. The world has faded entirely, leaving only a soft, grey void where thought and sensation gently merge into nothingness. You are floating in this quiet space, weightless and free from any need to be or do anything at all. The last whisper of the wind dies away, replaced by the profound silence that exists before dawn truly breaks. There is no end to this stillness, only an endless continuation of calm that holds you safely within its folds. Your consciousness slips away like sand through fingers, leaving behind only the deep, restorative power of sleep. Drifting into the soft dark.